Hello students, myself Assistant Professor Namrata Khilucha, Raffle BBA College, Vapi. In the subject New Project Management, TYBBA 5th semester, we are moving with the unit number 2.B, that is Market and Demand Analysis. We had already discussed that the process of market and demand analysis is divided into 5 major stages. Apart from these 5 stages, we had already discussed 3 phases. That is, first one, situational analysis. Second one, data collection via 2 major methods, that is primary, that is market survey, and secondary. Third one step, that is characteristics of the market. And now today's session we will continue with the stage number 4, that is demand forecasting. After gathering information about various aspects of the market and demand from primary and secondary data sources, an attempt may be made to estimate or predict the future demand. Here, a wide range of forecasting methods is available to the market analyst. These methods may be divided into 3 major categories. That is, qualitative methods, time series method, and casual methods. Here, in the BBA syllabus, you are supposed to learn 2 methods, that is, qualitative forecasting methods and quantitative forecasting methods. Now here, qualitative forecasting methods are essential for the judgment or decision making so that to predict demand. These are subjective in nature, while quantitative forecasting methods are based on mathematical formulas, and that's why more accurate than the qualitative methods. Here we are going to discuss 4 methods of demand forecasting. 2 methods from qualitative forecasting and 2 methods from quantitative forecasting. All these methods are depend on time frame, demand behavior, and causes of behavior. So let's move further with the part A, that is qualitative forecasting methods. Here we are going to discuss 2 major qualitative methods of demand forecasting, that is first one jury method and second one, that is Delphi method. Let's start our discussion with the first one, qualitative method, that is jury method. This method is very popular in practice. It involves soliciting the opinion or collecting opinion of a group of managers on expected future sales and demand. After that, they are going to combine this opinion and forecast the demand of product or service. Now, here there are certain advantages of this method. That is, it is an expeditious method. Expeditious method means what? Yes, this method is what? Fast, quick, rapid. Why? Because at the meeting, managers who are expert in this field are going to discuss and quickly come to the result that what will be the amount or figure of demand. Second one, it permits consideration of a variety of the factors. Consideration of variety of factors means while forecasting the demand, your managers are going to analyze external environment which is uncontrollable, like economic climate, competitive environment, consumer preferences, technical development, and so on, to be included in the subjective estimates provided by these managers. third one advantage, it has immense appeal to the manager who tend to prefer that judgment to mechanistic forecasting procedures. So here it will appreciate the managers that they have suggested demand estimates, so they feel job satisfaction. Now let's discuss few disadvantages of this method. First one, this method is full of bias because this is based on only opinion of managers, and that's why this method underlying with the subjective estimates which cannot be unearthed easily. Second, the reliability of this technique is questionable because it is on the basis of only subjective opinion, as we had discussed. There is not use of any statistical tool, and that's why there is question of the reliability of this technique. Third one, for conducting meeting, it becomes expensive process. Fourth one, here there is no individual responsibility for forecasting quality. So here it may possible that only few of the managers will contribute for the discussion and taking decision. So these are major 5 drawbacks of this jury method. One suggestion for this method, that this method is typically applicable to the short term and medium term demand forecasting only, and not useful for the long term demand forecasting due to the question of reliability and subjectivity. So this is all about the jury method, which is also called as executive opinion method. Now second one, qualitative method, that is Delphi method. The students try to understand that this method is used for collecting the opinion of the group of experts, maybe from the managers, with the help of mail survey. So this is proceed just like jury method only, but it is extension of jury method. In the jury method, managers are going to come into interaction in a face-to-face meeting and taking the forecasting decision. On the other hand, Delphi method, here, yes, managers or experts are going to give opinion regarding what will be the demand of the product or service. But here, they will not going to see each other in a meeting. But behalf of that, here, they are going to mail their suggestion to one another. There are certain steps involved in this method which I am going to read. First one, a group of experts is sent a questionnaire by mail and asked to express their views. So here, different questions prepared regarding what will be the number of future demand. This questionnaire is mailed to the expert. Now, in the second one step, here the responses received from the expert summarized without disclosing the identity of the expert. So here, after getting the response mail or answer or fill up questionnaire, here the analyst is going to summarize the suggestion given by various managers or expert without giving their identity. And here they are going to again send the questionnaire or number of the expected forecasting to the managers to take their opinion again. Third one, the process may continue for one or more rounds till the reasonable agreement emerges in the views of expert. यानी जब तक सारे मैनेजर्स और एक्सपर्ट रेडी नहीं हो जाते पर्टिकुलर नंबर ऑफ डिमांड फोरकास्टिंग के लिए कि हाँ भाई इतने यूनिट्स ऑफ प्रोडक्शन या डिमांड होगा इतने महीने में, या तो फिर 1 ईयर का डिमांड एक्सपेक्टेड 50,000 नंबर ऑफ़ यूनिट्स होगा, जब तक ये अमाउंट पर सारे अग्री नहीं करते तब तक ये मेथड मेल करना अगेन एंड अगेन मेल करना ये कंटिन्यू रहेगा. So this process you can understand with the help of this flowchart diagram. Now let us discuss main advantage of the Delphi method. First one, it generates the consensus. So it will provide the views of different members. Second one, it can forecast long-term trend without availability of the historical data. So without any past year data, here expert is going to suggest the amount for or number for the demand, and that's why this method is useful for the long-term demand forecasting trends. Now let's discuss major drawback of this method. Here again and again mail supposed to be sent to everyone, and that's why this method is slow process. Second one, experts are not accountable for their responses because the name is not given. Third one, that is a little evidence that reliable long-term forecast can be generated with Delphi method or other method. So just like jury method, here there is problem of reliability because this is also a part of qualitative method and there is no use of any statistical method. Fourth one, limitation, that is it has only fancy name and there is no meaning of the word Delphi. So here if we see the typical application of Delphi method, then yes, it is useful for the technological forecasting and long-term forecasting. Now let's discuss two major quantitative methods which may ask for 2 marks, or the whole demand forecasting method may ask for 7 marks, where you are supposed to write down all these 4 methods. Now first one, quantitative demand forecasting method, that is exponential smoothing. Now exponential smoothing forecasting are modified in the light of observed error, and here the observed error can be counted on the basis of the formula for the year, that is ft plus 1 is equal to ft plus delta et, where ft plus 1, that is the forecast for the year. Here the delta, that is the alpha is smoothing parameter, et, that is the error in the forecast for the year for particular time, and here time, that is the starting time of the year or forecasting for particular year. So here you are supposed to remember the formula, that is ft plus 1 is equal to ft plus alpha et. Now second one method, that is leading indicator method. This method uses the changes in the leading indicator to predict the changes in the lagging indicator. So there are two indicators which suggest demand forecasting. Leading मतलब जो यहाँ पर क्या रहेगा, लीडिंग इंडिकेटर मतलब जो मेजर वेरिएबल है जो कैसे रहता है, इंडिपेंडेंट, एंड लैगिंग इंडिकेटर मतलब डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल्स. Leading indicator are variables which change ahead to other variable, and lagging indicators are those variable which may change due to the leading indicator. Hence, observed changes in leading indicators may be used to predict the change in the lagging variables. Let me explain you with the help of example. The change in the level of urbanization. So here the urbanization change is what? The level of urbanization change is the leading indicator. It may be used to predict the change in the demand for air conditioner. So demand for air conditioner, demand for the stationery, these are what? Lagging variables. Now there are two basic steps involved in using the leading indicator. First one, identify the appropriate leading indicator, and second one, establish the relationship between the leading indicators and the variable to forecast. The principal merit or advantage of this method is that it does not require forecast of explanatory variable. However, this method is also having limitation, That is, first one, it may be difficult to find an appropriate leading indicator or variable. And second one, it is difficult to analyze the relationship between leading and lagging variable. So in this view, there are problems in this method also. So this question may ask for 7 marks in a short note form for question number 4, that is demand forecasting methods, where you are supposed to write down 2 major methods, that is qualitative methods. Under that you are supposed to jot down 2 methods, Jury and Delphi method. And second one, method B, that is quantitative method. Under quantitative method you are supposed to write down 2 methods again. First one, exponential smoothing method, and second one, leading indicator method. So here we had concluded with the step number 4 of market and demand forecasting. Thank you, students.